What up, y'all? Back again. Just getting situated. Shout out to Agent Black, my brother. We did this joint on the Delta 9 joint we did together. So YouTube, don't worry about the beats because they are shits. So don't worry about those. She's clean right there. I think I got it. Let's go ahead and pour it up for them, you know what I'm saying? Pour them some rum. Pour this nigga some rum, y'all. Macabre joint. All right. Welcome. You're all welcome. This is an information share. I'm going to share some study with you guys because I research and I study. That's what I do. And I'm going to share what I'm documenting. If you can learn something, that's great. That's great. But again, this is an information share. All right, we done poured them some rum. We're gonna sip on some Heineken stuff. That's what we're gonna sip on. Sip on some Heinekens. I got some new shit. Shit, my man said he don't even know what the fuck this shit is, but we'll see. We shall see. All right, the first thing I want to get into off top, off the gates. I'm not gonna get into this book, but I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna hit y'all niggas with a lot of books today. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that right now. I'm gonna hit you with a lot of books. That's my boy right here, Alan Watts. I haven't got into this one yet, but if you looked at any of his lectures, you know he heavy on Zen. But the reason why I wanted to just hit y'all with this is because he said some shit in one of his lectures that made a lot of sense, and we'll get into him some other time or whatever. He said some shit though. He said, you never let the devil know that God is coming to town. I found that to be real profound. Just do your thing, yo. Just do your thing. Do your thing. Do it your way. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm gonna open with this. This is your boy Robert A. Johnson again. We got into some of his stuff in the last joint. Hold on, I'm crooked. I'm doing this on the webcam this time. Hopefully the audio come out right or whatever, but I gotta get the bearings of this shit because it's like delayed. is slower than what I am. So I'm trying to. This is called She. Understanding Feminine Psychology. I'm gonna open with this one. It is very easy to regulate mythology to a far away place long ago and thus isolated from the mainstream of here and now life. It is only recently in our history that we have taken the attitude that myths and fairy stories belong to the children. Before Enlightenment, attitudes prevailed. Myth and story were considered a dignified and worthy subject for adult study and appreciation. It is only with the work of Jung, Fraser, Campbell, and others that myth has begun to regain its popular place in our study of the inner world. But the 19th century attitudes toward myth still prevail with most people. So, yeah, wanted to open with that because mythology is the key to really understanding a lot of this shit. You know, gonna have to um, have to understand what mythology is actually trying to translate or what it's trying to do with you. Mythology is basically trying to describe things that are difficult to describe. You know what I'm saying? In a literal sense. So they use a weird hybrid animal. They'll use uh, elemental and elemental beings and such, and all different types of things to try to describe a point in these things that's happening that seem far-fetched and stretched from that seem fantasy from your normal means of reality because it come across as otherworldly, and that's basically what it's trying to articulate. So what you got to do is you got to understand it's talking about the inner world. It may be describing a psychological process versus, you know what I'm saying, an actual live event of some shit happening, like Godzilla actually crushing buildings and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's trying to describe an energy force or something like that. So, but you know, you got to get into that with your own. You got to come to that own understanding with your own reading, your own observation. Again, this is a study that I'm sharing, and let's move on. I got some toys. I got some new toys. Yes, I do. The first joint is this shit right here. You see this motherfucker right here, yo? Shit fly. Some fly shit right here. Some motherfucking anvil. Like fucking Wile E. Coyote. She got some weight to it too. It's nice. But I've been dealing with some anvil shit, been coming through in the dreams, and you know what I'm saying. Ever since I've been tapping into like the divine feminine, you know what I'm saying. Which I probably will have a whole joint dedicated to the feminine at some point. But came across that joint, and man, it was just like right there. Just chilling with my girl, going to the bead shop, doing some shit with her, and I'm just chilling. Ain't nothing in there for me. I'm just chilling. Oh no, I ain't gonna lie. I did find some new drip. I found some African drip on y'all niggas. Look, this shit right here. I found this shit. I'm lying. I found this shit. This shit is hard, y'all. This shit remind me of them old school Dookie rope show. You know what I'm saying? This shit was hard. So my girl was doing her thing, and I'm just chilling. She said she got one more spot to hit. We roll up in that bitch. Motherfuckers had an anvil. And I was just thinking about anvils and shit. Shit crazy. But that's going into symbology, which is what I'm getting ready to lead into. But lately, nigga, I've been on the motherfucking tier with these toys. Y'all niggas, if y'all get Bobby on Patreon, Bobby looking like a real prophet right now. Bobby looking like a real prophet right now because I'm like I'm looking at some of his shit on Serious Times Media, and I'm like, damn, them shit, the fucking dates was lining up with this month. Like, I'm peeping out how they dropping the videos, but this shit was like 1998. And the shit he talking about, it's like, goddamn, if we ain't goddamn living in the shit right now. But he talked about the Toyland. Since I've been trying to do my thing, get my business going, get myself together, gather my personal power, doing this shit, sharing it with y'all or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But again, I'm doing this to raise my light up. I came across my motherfucking nigga, y'all. Soundwave. And they got the tape and shit, yo. Look at that shit, yo. That's just one. I said, fuck it, y'all. I was chilling with the kids. My son broke his iPad, so I had to go get some OtterBox shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit I found. The man of your dreams is back. Look. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, y'all. See it? Check it out. Hold on. Gotta do this shit right. No, gotta go this way. Gotta go this way. Okay. Look at that shit. Look at this nigga, y'all. This shit got the where he turned the bitch into the hellhounds and shit, yo. I'm going the wrong way. See, man, this goddamn webcam got me fucked up. See the hat? Oh, my candle is popping right now. The candle is popping. Look at that shit right there. Then look, on the back, look at that shit. Got the school bus. This is where you turn the bitch into the hellhounds. They got them bitches in here, y'all. Them bitches is in here in the back on the side of this nigga. Look. See them bitches right there, 2 hellhounds. Right there. Bitch right there. I gotta get this webcam shit right. I'm fucked up. Maybe if I reverse it. It says something about reversing the mirror angle. But I ain't stopped there. I've been on the goddamn tier. My toy game. Look at this nigga here, y'all. Candyman. 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 Look at this nigga, y'all. This nigga's ill. Got the hook. He got the shit, where the bees coming out of his mouth. I can't do this webcam, y'all. I'm fucking up. Which way I go? Alright, I go this way. There we go this way. There we go. Look at this nigga, yo. Look at the coat, son. Damn, look at the motherfucking pants. They got the bees coming out. Look at this nigga slacks, y'all. Look at the coat. Shit, fire. Candyman. I'm gonna get my toy game up. Tapping into my inner happiness. So, back to this joint I grabbed today. This joint. This is an illustrated encyclopedia of traditional symbols by J.C. Cooper. I actually had this book shit before I even I think I bought this book before I even knew what the Moors was or anything, y'all. Because when I was in art school, I was into symbols and logos and shit like that already. But let's look and see. This is page 14. Anvil. Forging the universe. The primordial furnace, the earth, matter. Together, the hammer and anvil are the male-female formative forces of nature. The active and passive, positive and negative, an attribute of all storm, thunder, and smith gods, such as Hephaestus, Vulcan, Thor, etc. In Christianity, the anvil is an emblem of Saint Adrian and Eloi. Juno is sometimes depicted in midair with anvils on her feet when she symbolizes the element of air. So boom, that's the energy right there that it's dealing with. So this symbol right here symbolizes that. And I got a hammer somewhere, so I'm gonna just put the hammer together, put it with it, bang on that joint, and then it's popping from there. Put him up there. It's popping from there. Alright, moving right along. I be coming across some ill magazines too. This one was Time, the science of stress, manage it, avoid it, put it to use. This is I don't know, it's a special edition. It don't say what this one is, but it says shit, display this one until 8/21/20. It's a special edition. They hit you with the yellow off the top. So you know that's the sacral chakra right there. Niggas biting the pencils and shit. Stress. We all deal with it on different levels. But I found some shit I don't want to read out of this shit right here. Check it out. Let's see what we got. When the lions leap, this is page 6, the science of stress introduction. When the lions leap from behind a bush, our bodies responded, kickstarting a metabolic cascade that tensed our muscles, quickened our breathing, accelerated our hearts, shut down digestion. Parentheses, no use wasting calories processing your last meal when you might be about to become a predator's next one. Close parentheses. And generally geared the system to fight. When the danger passed, if it passed, you return to your baseline, or that's like your homeostasis or whatever. You calm the fuck down. As for spending a lot of energy fretting about the next time the same kind of peril might present itself, we didn't bother. The real needs of the moment trump the prospective perils of the future. And with a brain that was less than half the size of modern human brains, not yet equipped with sophisticated problem solving or planning skills, we wouldn't have been able to ruminate about the future, even if we were inclined to try. Things change. We got smarter, more complex, much more creative. We left the raw danger of the savannah for the safer embrace of villages and towns and cities and nations. By now, ages later, we eat better, we live longer, we have many healthy children who grow up to have still more. There was another part I wanted to read because so that was pretty interesting how they was just saying like how we, you know what I mean, came from different types of shit. And like what I found most interesting was the fact that it said, as for spending a lot of energy fretting about the next time the same kind of peril might present itself, we didn't bother. The real needs of the moment trump the prospective perils of the future. I found that to be a strong expression right there, yo. Because that's showing a degree of consciousness. Something is going on consciously right there, yo. It's saying like, yo, you know, worry about what's in front of you. Worry about what's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Keep the main thing the main thing. And sometimes if you're trying to be too damn literal, you know what I mean, you can mess up the whole shit. So let's keep it moving. I found this part interesting. You can go buy this and do your own damn research, but they talk about all this shit like a primitive man, you know, stress, fight or flight. They did the fight or flight, you know what I mean? And then they got your ass, you know, on some cave shit. But you know that ain't us. But then what I found interesting was when you get past all that shit, then when they start talking about dealing with it, first thing they tell you, finding balance. What the fuck she doing? Hold on, let me go this way. What the fuck she doing? Finding balance. She sitting her motherfucking ass down and she going into her own mind. Meditation. 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 You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Wanna be Jedi, you gotta meditate. Gotta meditate, Sheev. Can't get around that part. You gotta slow your brain waves down. You however the fuck you do it. In the yogi, in the ogi, with a 40, with a stogie. You better don't matter. Whatever you gotta do to alter that consciousness, do what you gotta do. This is another one. I think I put this shit on Facebook for y'all niggas too. This is an older one though. This one say display until 5/12/20. So what the fuck is the edition? I ain't doing the shit right. I ain't doing the magazine references right, y'all. I'm gonna try to do this one right. Hold on. Anyway, so this one must have came out around April, May, because it's saying display it until May 12th, because that must mean the new one is coming out. This is new. This is called Amazing Science. Got some shit in it. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Do it like that. Maybe, okay. Maybe if I, okay. Yeah, there we go. Wait. There you go. All right. I got some shit marked off. Dr. Eileen L. Bay. You are made of stardust. Page 69. Eileen is one of the illest, yo, because shit, I know the nigga. I met the nigga. He's one. He knows that shit, yo. And I got I think him, Billy Carson, Panic. They did a lecture. I bought the live stream. I think Brother Rich did the joint. Eileen was dropping on the breathing. And then he came back around with the stars. And he was telling us, damn, I don't know why. I was in the grocery store and I seen this amazing science fucking book. And this is why I bought the book. This should say right here. What does it say? You are made of stardust. Alright, man, I promise y'all, I'm sorry. I can't do this shit. This shit is reversed, man. Hold on. I keep going the wrong way. There we go. Not even doing it right. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, y'all. I think I got my camera on like mirror, so it's fucking with me. You are made of stardust. Y'all get the point. But anyway, it's the same shit fucking Aline was telling us, man. Same shit he was telling us. 65% oxygen, 18.5% carbon, 9.5% hydrogen, 3.2% nitrogen, 1.5% calcium, 1% phosphorus, 0.4% potassium, 0.3% sulfur. It says sulfur is found in some of the building blocks of protein. It can make strong bonds to other sulfur atoms, helping to fix proteins into their 3D shape. 0.2% sodium. Sodium is another electrolyte that carries charge inside the body. Along with potassium and chlorine, it is one of the key elements responsible for normal nerve and muscle functions. 0.4 the rest. There are many other elements in the human body, including chlorine, magnesium, uh, manganese, iron, fluorine, cobalt, copper, zinc, selenium, molybdenum, iodine, lithium, and aluminum. Hydrogen is the smallest element and formed in vast quantities after the Big Bang, along with less plentiful supply of helium and even smaller amounts of lithium and beryllium. But making the heavier elements require more energy. Hydrogen and helium gas clump together to form clouds, and these clouds collapse to form stars with enough heat and pressure to trigger nuclear fusion. Inside the stars, the nuclei of the hydrogen atoms slam together, fusing to form helium. As the stars aged, the helium atoms started to create even heavier elements, including carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen. Depending on the mass of the star, this process sometimes continued, producing the nuclei of most of the elements up to the number 26 iron. After this critical point, fusion reacts stop releasing energy. When stars run out of usable fuel, they collapse, kicking layers of gas and heavy elements out into space. For the most massive stars, this process involves a powerful explosion called a supernova, which provides enough energy to make the elements that are heavier than iron. The remnants of these old exploded stars mix with yet more hydrogen gas and go on to make more star systems, like our own sun and planets, providing us with the range of elements we have on Earth today. The elements that make up our bodies were forged inside ancient stars. Damn, Eileen told our asses that shit, yo. Some of that shit you gotta, double back and double check for yourself too. All right, this is the other thing that I marked. Understanding quantum entanglement. Since y'all niggas is entangled, you might as well see what they gotta say about it. Understanding quantum entanglement. Let's see what they gotta say. This coming out of page 74, physics section. Understanding quantum entanglement. Experiments have confirmed a quantum effect that Einstein called spooky. Gotta get you off the spook. They just got like points, and it's like a display, and it's just like points around it. There's really no structure to this, so I guess I could just read it. Okay, crystals doped with rare element neodymium could potentially store quantum memories. That shit is as small as a nigga fingernail. See, as small as his finger. That's the shit I was reading right up there. This fucking mirror is fucking with me. That's what I was reading right there. There you go. Yeah. I'm gonna figure it out. Generating entangled photons by firing a laser beam through certain types of crystal pairs, and entangled protons can be created. Superposition. Photon 1 is in a state of superposition, which means it's polarized horizontally and vertically at the same time. Observing photon 1. When photon 1 is observed, superposition is lost, and it will appear to be either horizontally or vertically polarized. So it said when photon 1 is observed, superposition is lost. So when you look at it, When you observing it, fucks it up. So it's like spirit world, physical world. You know what I'm saying? That's why you do things that tap into, you got to do things that tap into the invisible world. You got to do some shit that affect the invisible world. You do it and don't look at it. It's like a fadeaway jumper. It's like a no-look pass. It's like, no look. You know what I mean? No look. Throw them no looks. Get your no look game on. Don't observe it. Just do it. Just plant the seed. Put it in the nitrogen. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the earth. Fertilize something new. Fertilizer your shit. Deal with your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Action at a distance. Observing the photon affects its entangled twin instantaneously, no matter how far apart the two photons are. That's like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. No, Messenger. If I can affect the quantum field on my phone where I'm at, and I can text my homeboy in Cali seconds later on his field. He can pick up the signature I put out on the field way over here. Just like that. We doing this shit already. We living in the times. A scientist at the University of Geneva in Switzerland uses a laser to create entangled photons and research quantum memory. You know, some next shit. Effect on photon 2 because they're entangled. Observing photon 1 will also have an effect on photon 2, thereby fixing its polarization. Entanglement. Photon 2 is entangled with photon 1, so they have a fixed relationship. They have the same or the opposite polarization when they are in superposition. Splitting the beam. In this experiment, a beam splitter is used so that the two photons are dispatched to different destinations. Quantum teleportation. Holy shit, we might need to read that shit. All right, go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's go. Quantum teleportation. Let's see what they got to say. This page 75. We might be a considerable way from teleporting people, but single atoms and photons have already been teleported thanks to the use of quantum techniques. The process involves creating two entangled particles at place A and then sending one of them to place B. Now, using clever techniques that also involve introducing a third particle that interacts with particle A. Entanglement causes particle B to become an exact copy of the third particle. In reality, the actual particle hasn't moved, but the result is the same. So, effectively, the third particle has teleported to B's location instantly. As with all things quantum, in practice, this is incredibly difficult, and scientists are in a race to beat distance records. While the current record is 143 kilometers using a laser beam in September 2016, researchers in Calgary, Canada, and Shanghai, China, demonstrated quantum teleportation using a more practical fiber optic network to teleport photons across their respective cities. Fiber optic. Fiber optic. Word. Speaking of fiber optic, shit. I've been doing these videos. I ain't even do no damn commercial. Let's see if we can get a commercial in. Alright. I got some joints going down for y'all. I don't know if y'all might have seen this one though. Let's see. And you can see the you see this one. See it in one person darkness in front. But yeah, y'all see. I see what's going on with it. Just turn the colors and shit. And then I got some honey. I got the honeycomb. Y'all seen these on the website, the honeycomb joint. See the colors at the bottom. Yeah, yeah, it's going down. But then I got some new joints coming. This is the honeycomb gel. Let's see. You really can't see the colors. Hold on, I got y'all. Well, woo, you see it there. We'll do it like this. Do it like this. That light might be messing it up. There we go. There we go. So we got that one. Then we got the skull. Skull. See, he lighting up all skull, nigga, y'all. Skull, nigga, y'all. Yeah, he ill. He a real one. You know what I'm saying? I got the vortex. I got a couple more vortexes for y'all. Peoples out there. It's the vortex joint. This joint crazy. Vortex joint. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see when it's gonna turn red. There you go. This is slow motion one. Slow motion. Slow them brain waves down. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And then I got one more I'm gonna show y'all. Let's see here. It's the clear skull. It's Muhammad. Yeah, you be tripping. Yeah, let me put him back here. Turn green shit. Y'all don't really see it, man. Y'all might see it. Oh, my bad, my bad. See? But yeah. So I also got these new joints that I didn't. Alright, I'm gonna show y'all. These are one of ones. They got a little style to them. But you know what I mean? You see, one of them got the sleek going up like that. This one, it's the wide body. So I might pair these up. But I came across these and this is it for these. This is a lot of candle. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And they do work. They are tested. They do work. They do work. It's hard to see the color when the light's on, but the color's there. But I'm gonna pair these up. One of them got like a masculine and a feminine, so I'm gonna make them like a thing. But this is a lot of wax. It's a lot of magic you can work on these bad boys. So stay tuned for those. This another one that's a one of one. It's an L candle right here. See that? See the shape? I don't know. It's gonna do the color right. Yeah, she light up. See, she light up. See how she light up. Let's see this one. This one nice. This one nice. This one nice right here. Look like an eye. Like a focus on that joint. Light that bad boy up. You can do two things. You can focus on the fire at the top, or you can focus on the colors at the bottom. However you want to do it. If you look at one, the fire can work with your subconscious. If you look at this one, that one gonna work with your subconscious. It's up to you. So it's ill. It's an ill technique you can do. You know what I'm saying? And get your meditations on. So let's continue on. Oh, I gotta tell y'all niggas where to go. You go to, if you want some candles, go to spirituallylitportal.com. Spirituallylitportal.com. I'm not about to spell it. I'm gonna put it in the. I'm gonna put it. What the niggas say on YouTube. I'm a YouTuber now. I'm gonna put it in the description. I never got to say that. All right, what's this? Oh, I still got some books for y'all. We're not done. We're not done. That was a commercial. Let's continue on. All right, we're going back to Inner Work, Robert A. Johnson. Once again. Approaching the unconscious voluntarily or involuntarily. The unconscious manifests itself through a language of symbols. It is not only in our involuntary or compulsive behavior that we can see the unconscious. It has two natural pathways for bridging the gap and speaking to the conscious mind. One is by dreams, the other is through the imagination. Both of these are highly refined channels of communication that the psyche has developed so that the unconscious and the conscious levels may speak to one another and work together. So the devil ain't so bad after all. The unconscious has developed a special language to use in dreams and imagination. It is the language of symbolism, as we will see. Inner work is primarily the art of learning this symbolic language of the unconscious. Like that. Like that. He's getting to it. He's getting to it. Let's do that again. The unconscious has developed a special language to use in dreams and imagination. It is the language of symbolism, as we will see. Inner work is primarily the art of learning this symbolic language of the unconscious. Therefore, we will devote most of our time to working with dreams, imagination, and the use of symbolism. All right. My boy Robert A. He's been coming through lately with some shit. Hold on, we read that one. That was the one we went through last. Was it another one? No, that was it for that one for inner work. That was it for that one. All right. Y'all good out there? We'll carry on with our mathematics. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. The next one up. This is a This is Stephen Jacobson. Introduction by Anthony C. Sutton. Revised and updated edition. Mind Control in the United States. Mind Control. Here we go. In the United States. Alright, let's see. I got some marked off. I think I got 2 sections marked off out of this joint. I didn't tell y'all what. Did I tell y'all what page that last one was? Hold on. Let me see. Let me tell y'all what page that was. That was page 4 in the introduction of Inner Work. The last shit I read. Inner Work, using dreams and active imagination for personal growth. Alright. Mind Control in the United States, Stephen Jacobson. This motherfucker book right here got some shit in it. Alright, I could really, yeah, I'm gonna just take a minute to just. Some of these chapters in here, the power of music, principles of mental programming, TV, radios, and movies, hypnosis, information control, manipulation of language, monopoly of mass media, mental programming in mass media, power of money, the ruling elite, the world of government, education is propaganda, communism, the Bible and fundamentalism, occult secret knowledge, parapsychology, drugs, secret of marijuana, the origin of man, the powers of the subconscious mind, the Kali Yuga. Man. So I wanted to read from. Did I want to read this shit? The origins of man? They talking some Darwin shit. The name Adam. This is section 20, origin of man. The name Adam is derived from the Babylonian Sumerian name for human species. Adam meant man as a race. The nakedness of Adam was their lacking physical bodies. Man arrived on this planet in spirit form in a series of migrations. As a result, some are older and experienced than others. Man came here to learn about creation and the responsibilities that go with the ability to create by the power of thought. God creates by thought, and so does man. Man was to experience a finite world and no physical limitations in order to appreciate the lack of limitations and the responsibilities it carries. Man observed by developing life forms evolving on the planet. Fascinated and preoccupied with sex, a group created physical bodies by the power of thought or by invading the bodies of animals. You disgusting motherfuckers, you. All right, let's see. Where we gonna go? Where we gonna go? I marked this one. What was I trying to do with that though? Was I trying to keep moving? I marked this and this one, but why did I mark? Okay, I guess I'm supposed to read it. Commentary. This is page 91. Commentary. The Book of Enoch tells the story of the fallen angels and the origin of demons. 200 watchers, as they were called, fell into matter, attracted by the desire for sensual enjoyment. Their offspring were a hybrid mixture of an earthly species with a celestial one. The giants that resulted, what the Bible calls the Nephilim, had voracious appetites and cravings. When no longer in the physical body, their materially contaminated consciousness was demonic. They became the evil spirits who corrupted and oppressed mankind. Once part of the Bible, the Book of Enoch, fell into disfavor with powerful theologians and was omitted because of its descriptions of the nature and deeds of the fallen angels. It was once considered part of an apocryphal writings by the early church fathers. The word apocryphal is derived from the Greek and means secret or hidden. It was considered too secret to be made available to the general population. Remember that secret knowledge is the basis of all power. Our judgment is only as good as the quality and accuracy of our information, and information can be controlled. No motherfucking tell, beloveds. Oh shit, the serpent. We was talking about the serpents. Oh shit, let me read this. I'm going. Yeah, let's go for it. I could really read all of this shit. I could really give y'all all of this because this is some of this y'all gotta read for your damn self. I'm gonna read this though. References to serpent gods and flying dragons are found in the mythology of many cultures around the world. A non-human race, the Nagas. My Nagas. Described as having a serpent form is mentioned in the scriptures of India. In talking about the oral history of his people, Zulu shaman Credo Mutwa. Shout out to the god, man. Credo Mutwa just passed, yo. Damn. See how the gods come through? Ashe. I ain't even just do that. The gods just be coming through. Look at that. I might have to go listen to one of his lectures because I need to get familiar with his work. Eileen was telling me, see? Says that man was created by a reptilian species that came from the sky. In Chinese mythology, the celestial dragon was said to be the father of the first dynasty of divine emperors. In the Garden of Eden, the serpent stood upright on two legs and could speak. According to the Bible, the serpent was the shrewdest of the creatures made by God, implying a developed intellect and will beyond a mere animal form. The ancients believed that these gods who evolved differently elsewhere were reptilian creatures who arrived to establish a colony on Earth. The Jewish Encyclopedia says that the coats of skin that clothed Adam and Eve were made from the skin of the serpent. As the story goes, a human reptilian hybrid formed the priesthood, serving as intermediary between man and the serpent gods. Only the priesthood could approach the gods. The badge of the priesthood was a patch of scaly skin, often on the chest. This sign of divinity is also mentioned in the scriptures of India as a coat of armor. That's where you enter into more, like a divine being. In the case of a demonic serpent species, the identification of a negative entity would be reflected in what was expected of the worshippers. In addition to the command to kill, enslave, and destroy, they were both animal and human sacrifice in the Old Testament. Yeah, oh shit, they about to quote the Bible. Okay. Sanctify unto me all the firstborn whatsoever openeth the womb among the children of Israel, both of man and of beast is mine. I ain't know they had that beast part in there when they was talking about the firstborn shit. Sanctify unto me all the firstborn, whosoever openeth the womb among the children of Israel, both of man and of beast is mine. Human, that's Exodus 13, chapter 13, verse 2 for y'all. I'm about to finish this off. All right. Human beings and animals were sacrificed for the bloodlust of these creatures, whose history is intertwined with that of mankind. This is the source of the man-eating dragons. Again, the dragons, you got to deal with the symbolism of what the dragon is. That's the primordial force of the original motherfucking shit. They got to make them the bad guy. that are prevalent in so many cultures. This is also the source of stories about the bloodletting associated with devil worship and Satanism. See, they got to make him the bad guy. On the other hand, a divine reptilian species was credited with establishing civilization. Yeah, there you go. And bringing many benefits. Quetzalcoatl brought civilizations to Mexico. His opposite, Tezcatlipoca, hold up, Tezcatlipoca, Tezcatlipoca brought discord. That's Osiris and Set. Brought discord, destruction, and human sacrifice. One species of serpent god represented divine attributes and hope for man's growth, spiritual, and expansions of consciousness, while the other species represented demonic attributes in opposition to man's rising to the platform of God consciousness. Let's see. Chapter 21. Yep, this is where we need to go. This is Powers of the Subconscious Mind, page 94. We still in mind control in the United States of America. And I got a section off of this. The great secret possessed by the great men of all ages has been their ability to release the powers of their subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind accepts as true whatever your conscious mind believes to be true. I talked about that. That's going to be a common thing, guys. Your subconscious mind accepts as true whatever your conscious mind believes to be true. What the conscious mind believes, the subconscious acts on. It works like programming a computer. Bobby told us, program the computer. You feed information into a computer and the computer acts on it. However, if the information you feed into the computer is wrong, it still acts on it. If you give yourself incorrect information, or if others give you incorrect information, the memory banks of your subconscious mind will not correct the error but act on it. The conscious mind cannot be controlled by the suggestions of someone else when those suggestions are contrary to what you know from your own experience. Experience. Let's hit the Heineken, my friend. Because we get into it. I'm going to go ahead and run that back. The conscious mind cannot be controlled by the suggestions of someone else when those suggestions are contrary to what you know from your own experience. But the subconscious mind is amenable to control by suggestion by you and others. The subconscious mind can be manipulated without conscious awareness as evidenced by the phenomena of subliminal perception. Subliminal. The most effective way to protect yourself from subconscious manipulation is to be aware of how it works. The only remedy for mind control is to understand mind control. The most effective way to Okay, let's do this. The subconscious mind can be manipulated without conscious awareness as evidenced by the phenomena of subliminal perception. The most effective way to protect yourself from subconscious manipulation is to be aware of how it works. The techniques used to enslave the mind are the same used to free it. This amounts to reprogramming the subconscious mind to break past conditions and restore itself to its healthy, functioning, hey baby, functioning. To do this requires an understanding of the interaction between the conscious mind and the subconscious. Meditation is a method. Meditation again. Copy one of these ill-ass candles. and go in. It's a mere tool that I created. They smell phenomenal, by the way. Meditation. You said what now? Okay, baby, I won't tell her. Yeah. All right. Excuse me, y'all. Meditation is a method of clearing the mind as preparation for a mental discipline of a much higher order. So, again, you're going back to the drawing board. But let's look at what the act of going to the drawing board entails. You go into the drawing board, you go into a blank area where you could create. So it's like before you can make something, you need room to make something. That's the void, that's the black, that's the dark, that's the subconscious mind. You need a spot. You know what I'm saying? You need a place to think. Something happened, the first thing you do is go, you're going into your space to think. That space to think became the bad guy. That space to think became negative. That space to think became hell. It became all of this shit when really it's your own subconscious mind. The principles behind meditation are the same of those for mental programming, distractions, and repetition. Distraction focuses the attention of the conscious mind on one or more of the five senses in order to stop all thoughts and mental activity. The subconscious mind is thus susceptible to suggestion and programming. Repetition of a mantra, a word or several words, or focusing your attention on something visual, real or imaginary. Real or imaginary. Don't matter. Don't matter. Real or imaginary. See my toys? Real or imaginary. Don't matter. It's the program. The tools of the conscious mind are words, spoken word, written thought, and pictures and sounds. The conscious mind discriminates, evaluates, accepts, or rejects. The subconscious responds to the suggestions your conscious mind gives to it. The power of suggestion is the power of belief. It is an act of faith. Jesus said, uh-oh, Yahshua is in the building. According to your faith, be it unto you. Matthew 9, chapter 9, verse 29. This is the foundation of all mental programming. Whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive. Nigga, no tap. Nigga, no tap. Hit you with some Jesus magic. No tap. That's Mind Control in the United States by Stephen Jacobson. Let's keep it going with the theme of subconscious mind. This one right here. Shout out to Brother Panic. Tell you something, man. Yo, man. Once I got out, I ain't gonna lie. And this is no knock on anybody that's like, please don't get me wrong, because I went through it, like I did it. So I can't knock it because I did it. But I got to a certain point. But man, once I got out of the groups, once I got out of the group shit and got on that realness, got on that occult, popping, like Mary Poppins. Shout out to Mary Poppins too. She the plug if you need some new feet. That's my homie right there. She gets you anything you want. All right. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. All right. This is Hidden Power. How to Unleash the Power of Your Subconscious Mind. James K. Van Fleet. This is a recommendation from our brother Panic. You heard? We're going to keep going on the subconscious mind. Yeah. This is page 92. Use of the power of your subconscious mind to become successful and rich. Chapter, but I'm in a certain area. This is number 4. How to become the authority and expert of your own field. The only way to become the authority and expert in your own field is to know your business and keep on knowing it. Knowing. I mean, what you know got wings. You know. You know. You don't guess. You don't think. You don't hope. You know. You know, you know, you know. That gut feeling, nigga, I know. Nigga, I know for sure, for sure, for sure. I know. Something hit your senses, like something hit your nose. Nigga, I know that's barbecue. You know it. You know it. And ain't nothing to debate. You ain't on the fence. That's an energy field. The energy field of you knowing, that's a certain person. The person that's like, it's like it's like a pyramid. It's like a trifecta or three-headed, two-headed. I don't know. It could be, you know, one of your heads. All right, this is how I do it. This is how I do it. Cause this something that I All right, pardon me. This something I kind of channeled my damn self. All right, you could take it without what ministers say. You could take it or let it alone. You know what I'm saying? This is way back when I was dealing with self on levels. Did this meditation, and I was in his room. All of a sudden, I was in his room, and there's mad different versions of myself. Mad different versions of myself. One of them over here, like this nigga was like, boom. This was like trying to come up. He trying to hug. He trying to do this. He trying to do that. One of them over here was over here reading. One of them was over here like this. One of them was in the back pushing up, doing push-ups and shit. Was like, yo, we ought to just kick his ass. Like, he was turning up, and I was like, damn, yo, this is me. This is all different versions of myself, you know. And then there was one of me that was in the middle that was just meditating. I wasn't saying shit to nobody. He was just chilling, calm. And when I started getting out of my element, things started turning. He just opened up his eyes, and when he spoke, he shut all that shit down. He's like, nah, chill. Boom, 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 boom. Gave me whatever message I need to get. That's really none of y'all business. I'm just gonna illustrate the point of the channel is that what came to mind was like the knight Arthur and the niggas at the round table, the knights at the round table, whatever. It's like that. Your mind is like a board. You have this person, or that person, or this person, or that person. You don't even show that all of the time. Where is that? It's being transmitted because your consciousness is not local. There's some satellite Bluetooth shit going on with your consciousness. It's not really here. You pull that shit down. The nigga in you that know, that's the one. That's an energy frequency. That's an energy signature. That's the one you trying to you want him to do his push-ups. The one that want to do this and do this and do that. Equally important, equally aspects. But let's look at our proportions and who we giving the energy to. The one that know, that's the one you want to cultivate. This is my now. I'm giving my humble opinion. I went from a study to giving y'all my humble opinion. We're gonna get back to our mathematics, but I just wanted to use my own experience to explain some shit. If it can help you, good. If not, you can take it or let it alone. What was I at? Okay, I was just getting warm. By that I mean you must keep up with all the latest developments in your field.
Dad, where's my shoes?
I don't know, sweetheart. Your shoes are wherever you put them. You're supposed to put your shoes on the shoe rack, and then you'll know where it is. Don't start crying. For instance, a certain physician I know, Dr. Anna S., a specialist in rheumatism and arthritis, is 69 years old. Yet she still spends 4 to 6 weeks every year attending lectures and seminars. Excuse me?
Can you help me put on my shoes?
Sure. Where's your sandals? Why you put on them hot shoes? Where's your sandals at?
They're lost somewhere. I don't have time.
Was you just up under that blanket? You don't have time? What do you mean? Hold on, y'all. Let me handle my princess. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Yes, dear.
Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome, sweetie. Hey, slow down. Come here. Put your shoes on the shoe rack, and then you know where your shoes are at, all right?
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Damn, yo, jalapeno or flaming hot? Fuck. I'm gonna go with the jalapeno. I'm a snackologist in my spare time. I gotta keep up with the most ballers snacks in the land. All right. What was that for my daughter? Interrupted our mathematics. Somewhere around this Dr. Anna. Okay, I know where we at. We might need a cold one, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This joint gonna got warm. That last little joint. Y'all good? All right. For instance, a certain physician I know, Dr. Anna S., a specialist in rheumatism and arthritis, is 69 years old. Yet she still spends 4 to 6 weeks every year attending lectures and seminars to keep herself up to date with the latest developments in her profession. Is it any wonder that she is regarded as one of the country's top experts in her field? So, If you want to be the authority and expert in your own field, no matter what it is, you'll want to do the same thing. Never stop studying. Hey, y'all, I'm going to tell you something. I really just be going in the library and being like, I want to look at this book, and this book, and the shit just be jumping right out. Just like Bobby said. Shit, if you on the case, never stop studying. You'll never live long enough to know everything there is to know about your profession. Not only must you retain what you have already learned, but you must also keep current with the new techniques and procedures so you can be ready for the future. Gotta upgrade, Chief. Gotta upgrade your spiritual technology too. Gotta upgrade, Chief. Upgrade. No matter what you do, you'll need to keep on learning for each new day. For each new day brings about change of some sort. Let me start reading like a damn librarian. To retain your position as an authority and an expert in your own field, continue your professional education and development. There simply is no other way. Number 5, develop your own self-image and of a develop your own self-image of a successful person. Nigga, fake it till you make it. Nigga, won't he will. That's it, man. You gotta do, look, man, you gotta do you, man. Do it your way, do you. It is highly important that you establish your own self-image. You can do nothing that is in conflict with your own image of what you really are. For instance, it is absolutely impossible for you to become the greatest in your own field if deep down inside you don't really believe that you are the greatest. Where my jalapenos, y'all? Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This shit is so powerful. Cause guess what? I told my girl, I said I'm about to kill this shit. I said, baby, I'm about to give it to him on this one. I'm gonna give it to him. She looked at me, she said, let's go. If you can't visit your, oh man. Shout out to the Rebels, Brooklyn. That wake up shit. That nigga said, nobody gonna feel you till you feel yourself. That's self-love. That's confidence. That's will, determination, fortitude, personal power. My nigga, Constantinator. Your magic ain't gonna be. Reason why your magic ain't popping. Well, I ain't gonna even say that, because your magic is popping. Your magic popping. You just ain't wielding it. Your magic is popping subconsciously and consciously. Because if it's some shit you really want, you're gonna pull it down. You're strong enough to pull it down. But we're not talking about haphazard. We're not talking about by happenstance or no shit like that. We trying to figure out how we can hit a baseline with it. How we can wield it, how we can control it. That's what we talking about. It's all in your mind. All in your mind. if I haven't convinced myself that I found my light, or at least where my light began, and now I'm actually walking through even more different levels of it. If I didn't really believe that, I wouldn't have cut none of this shit on. I had to already believe in myself and what I'm dealing with for me to even think about sharing that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like picking out an outfit for you go outside. You can think about this, or you go tighten. You say, man, I don't give a fuck what I got on. I'm going here. I'm just going right here. I'm just doing this. I do that shit all the time. Again, it's what you think of yourself. All right. I just be having to take a minute because I love it when the shit lines up. And I ain't even, again, told you at the beginning, I can't tell the devil that the God is coming to town. That's just an analogy. It's like I kind of structure it, but I kind of don't structure it. So therefore, it can happen. I didn't even just know. I just knew what section I wanted to go into. All right. It is highly important that you establish your own self-image. You could do nothing that is in conflict with your own image of what you really are. For instance, it is absolutely impossible for you to become the greatest in your own field if deep down inside you do not really believe that you are the greatest. You're not going to be that nigga if you don't think that you that nigga. I know I'm that nigga. I've always been that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Always been that nigga. Feel me? You got to have some type of fortitude in you. You know what I'm saying? Where your spark at? What's your spark? Your actions, your feelings, your behavior will all be consistent with the image you have of yourself. In other words, you will act like the sort of person you conceive yourself to be. Not only that, you really could not act in any other way, in spite of any conscious effort or use of willpower on your part. That is why it is so terribly important that you create a successful self-image. Your self-image should not copy or emulate another person to the point that you submerge your own personality in his. Very key. That is why the first two steps, using your God-given talents to do what you were meant to do and accepting your limitations with good grace, are so vital in establishing your own proper self-image. They allow you to become the real you when you use them as guidelines. Don't play like copycat, like that. Nah. Understand the guidelines or whatever, but ultimately, man, do you. Do what's in your heart. Do what's in your heart, yo. Cause if not, if you don't, you gonna be fucking you gonna wind up being frustrated that you didn't. Uh-huh. And then you have to go back to go where you could have been true to yourself and real with yourself and got to the bottom of like, yo, I really want to do this shit, yo. I really want to do this. And just do it. Who the fuck's stopping you? The fuck is you scared of? You see, you cannot copy someone else successfully simply because there is no other person on this earth who, wait, hold up, wait a minute. Let me read that very carefully. You see, you cannot copy someone else successfully simply because there is no other person on this earth who is exactly like you. Just as fingerprints differ, so do physiques and personalities. You are a specific and unique individual. You will never come this way again. You are not like any other person on this earth, and no other person is precisely like you. There is only one original. God doesn't make any carbon copies. Shit. Now they cloning niggas though. I'm just tripping. But I get what he's saying. I, I get it. And that is why you could develop your own self-image by using your God-given talents as they were meant to be used, and by accepting your limitations, not as defects or imperfections, but exactly as they are, limitations. That and nothing more. People are a very people people are a very special and individual proposition. They do not come off the assembly line like Fords, Chevrolets, and Plymouths. Yo, that James Van Fleet, this shit should have been called. This shit Van Fleet. That should have been called Van Fleet, cause this shit is on fleek. What y'all chicks be saying? Your eyebrows is on fleek and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going. Y'all niggas is not done yet. I'm gonna give it to y'all today. Give it to y'all today. Oh, shout out. This is for the this is a piece of literature I acquired. Shit, I still got 3 more books to hit y'all with. Um hold on one second, y'all. Let me make sure. Hold on. All right, we back. Heart and self. This is shout out to my brother Ishmara. This is coming out of some of that masonry literature. Some Rosy Cross type of individuals. This is called A Bridge to Light by Rex R. Hutchins. Just got it to see what the hell they was talking about, you know. Master of the Royal Secret 32nd degree. Oh, these niggas, oh, this shit crazy. Hold on. This shit come with a poster. Like, hold on. What y'all niggas got? Let me see. This book is crazy. Look at this. Look at this book. This book is crazy. It's for y'all Rosy Cross cats. This shit is talking about the camp.
Do you think? Give me a kiss.
Yeah, babe. Mwah. Love you.
Love you. Do your thing.
Okay, but and see, you know what's funny? These niggas give you like they go all the way up to the 32nd degree and then they just stop. Like they don't give you the 33rd degree. But I did find something worth mentioning up in here. It's called The War Against Ignorance. This is on page 288. Counselor of Kadosh. The War Against Ignorance. Check this out. Knowledge is power. Education expands the intellect and leads man towards an understanding of what truth is. It is the ignorant man who is the slave of his emotions, always ready to follow the cleverest orator and believe in the most corrupted logic. All forms of tyranny are nourished by ignorance. Thus, true freedom is the acquisition of knowledge applied to the practical problems of life. No tep, beloveds. That's it right there, yo. All forms of tyranny are nourished by ignorance. Thus, true freedom is the acquisition of knowledge applied to the practical problems of life. Like, yo, we can start talking about all this fly ass shit. We really, really can. We really, really can. But it don't matter, man. As above, so below. So, yo, take that shit from this level and bring it down to the level to this level. You know what I'm saying? To where you could take what you're dealing with and make it a practicality. You know, is it really helping you? Is it benefiting you? Is it changing your reality? Do it work. Like that's the measuring stick. Did the shit work? If it worked, it worked. You did it. Did the shit work? Did you produce results? Okay, this is another book. I don't have the book. I was able to get a PDF and I printed this bitch though. This shit is hard to get. It's an expensive ass book. The Magic Hand. Philip Cooper. I think damn, I don't know the guy's name, man. He get down with Aline. Aline just did an ill ass lecture on his joint. I think that same dude, whoever that dude is, I do not know his name. I'm sorry. But he just did an ill ass lecture with Aline. And then I think I saw another link. He got the dude who wrote The White Cat, Philip Cooper, to do an interview with him and shit like that. And I started watching it. I didn't get to finish that shit because I think he was asking him some ill ass questions. But I don't know for sure, but that's something y'all might want to look into if y'all cats have if y'all know about this book right here. Again, this is some books that's highly recommended by Bobby, Brother Panic. Um, so yeah, let's get into it. This is chapter 3, The Magical Mind. Uh, this chapter is all about the human mind and its use in magic. The subject of the mind is a very complex one, for indeed, the mind is a very complex instrument on which we play the melody of life. However, looking at this in simple terms, there are two main areas of mental activity that are of interest to magical practitioners. These are the conscious and the subconscious mind. Once again, the conscious mind is the immediately obvious as it deals with the five senses of sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. Using these stimuli, the consciousness rationalizes and establishes so-called facts. These facts are then passed on to the subconscious mind, which in turn acts on the information. Remember the picture? The conscious mind establishes facts. The subconscious mind acts on this information and gets things done. Before moving on to the unlimited power of the subconscious mind, we ought to spend some time looking at what are called facts. Since your birth, much of what you know has been given to you by someone else. Your parents, your teachers, society, television, and so on. You have been given facts, and your subconscious mind has been acting on these facts ever since. From now on, you must question these facts to see if they are indeed true, or more important, if they are true for you. And they think they italicize you. They really mean that. As I have already mentioned, it is quite widely known that your character is molded in the first year or two of life. From then on, you are set in your ways. Do you remember the idea I gave you in chapter 1 of how traditional lines of thinking are set up? Quite often incorrectly. Apply this to yourself. You were brought up by parents who had specific views and who were educated by a system that was too big to resist. So you just accepted these ideas as a necessary part of growing up, whether you like them or not. Religious viewpoints are forced into your mind, often by people who never even thought about the implications. Religious ideals still, in this day and age, control everyday life. You do not think so? Take a deeper look at society. You will see it follows a traditional line of acceptance. Even if you are not a Christian, as I am not, you still have to conform to Christian ideas and dogma. There are now millions of laws that prop up the original Ten Commandments. There are still many things that you cannot do on a Sunday, and if you go into a court, you are expected to swear on a Christian Bible and so on. There is not only religious interference in the way our forebears thought, there are many misconceptions as well. Not long ago, it was emphatically stated that humans would never fly. Luckily, Orville and Wilbur Wright did not take much notice of this. Neither did Neil Armstrong, who walked on the moon. Scientists, scientists also categorically stated that if humans travel at the speeds in excess of 60 miles per hour, their lungs will collapse. You probably find this amusing now, but these individuals were experts at the time. They taught people. They were leading lights. That was some time ago. Now we know better. Or do we? Has anything really changed? No, it has not. Our culture is influenced by the facts of the day, facts which appear to be right, facts that are often passed on by others without question. For instance, today's scientific facts change with amazing rapidity. Each time they are expounded as facts, then later on they are dismissed as irrelevant in the light of new facts, upgrades. After all this time, you would think that we were getting nearer to the truth, but we are not. The magic hand. A Study in Effective Magic. Philip Cooper. You might want to get a PDF because this bitch expensive. Unless you ballin'. Or you're an OG and you got one in the stash. Or you might find somebody slipping and don't know what the fuck they got. Alright. Oh shit, I'm at an hour and 40. Oh shit. Pushing myself to the limit. Alright, last one. This is a gem of a book. I think this shit is only like 15 something dollars. $12, $15, maybe. Matter of fact, let me see right now. I'll tell you right now how much this shit costs. I'll tell you right now. Type in my boy. This book right here. I keep this book in my bag. I keep this book handy. Shit, man, you can get a copy of this shit for $6, man. Are you kidding me, man? You can get a copy of this shit for $5.49 on Amazon. Is it the same one, my niggas? Let me check the pages, cause 384 pages. Shit, this shit got more pages than my shit. Oh, this is a combination. They got includes the rare bonus book, How to Attract Money. That's why it's more pages. Shit, you can get the How to Attract Money and the book I got for damn man. See, you can get the shit for $5 off Amazon. Can you see this on the camera? For the price. See that shit? $5.49. Anyway, this is the book. This is the one I got. I got the L one with the artwork. I like this one. It's cool. Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. We got that Industrial Revolution artwork. The layout of this shit is like he just gets to the point. See, he got like points. It's sectioned off. You see, I got the sections sectioned off like that. Yeah. So I was gonna go right here. Yo. Who that? What's cracking? You good? You good? No, I was just recording.
She just said that.
Where you at? You out there?
Yeah,
I'm on my last part. Give me like 10 more minutes, God. I'm gonna get with you. Hey, you need something? You need something to roll up? You good? Oh yeah, I forgot. Go get you a bit. Go get you a bit.
I smoke now. I smoke.
Nigga, you smoking that?
Nigga, I got
nigga. But go get you a I was gonna say get you a Heineken out the refrigerator. I'm gonna be right there. I'll be right with you. Let me wrap this up. I'm on the last one too. Perfect timing. Man, bruh, we gonna talk. Hey, give me 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes, Al. My nigga done came through. Word. All right. This is page 6 and 7. It's so fire because it's in pieces. It just got a subject. Okay, I'm gonna just read a couple. Number 8. How to get the results you want. Easy does it. Infer no opponent. Use imagination and not willpower. How disciplined imagination works wonders. The 3 steps to success in prayer. The law of reverse effort and why you get the opposite of what you pray for. The conflict of desire and imagination must be reconciled ideas worth recalling. Hold on. I see what he's saying. They gave you a reference where to go to read it. Okay. That's dope though too. He broke the shit down. How to get the results of what you want. And then he goes into, okay, I see what they did. This book is laid out so you can't lose with this fucking book, y'all. All right, let's do this. Let me see. Let me find one. Scientists use the subconscious. Wait, no. The subconscious mind as the partner in success. There we go. Let's do that. Page 65, and we're going to get up out of here. Boom. Your subconscious mind as a partner in success. Success means successful living. A long period of peace, joy, and happiness on this plane may be termed success. The eternal experience of these qualities is the everlasting life spoken by Jesus. Spoken of by Jesus. The real things in life, such as peace, harmony, integrity, security, and happiness, are intangible. They come from the deep self of man. Meditating again. They come from the deep self of man. Meditating on these qualities builds these treasures of heaven in our subconscious. It is where moth and rust do not consume, and where thieves do not break through and steal. Matthew 6, verse 20. Using the subconscious mind in business. Look at that. Profitable pointers. How she succeeded in getting what she wanted. There's a young lady who regularly comes to my lectures and classes. She had to change buses 3 times. It took her 1.5 hours each time to come to the lectures. In one lecture, I explained how a young man who needed a car in his work received one. She went home and experimented as outlined in my lecture. Here's her letter in part narrating her application of my method and published by her permission. Dear Dr. Murphy, this is how I received a Cadillac car. I wanted to come to the lectures regularly. In my imagination, I went through the identical process I would go through if I were actually driving a car. Fake it till you make it. I went to the showroom and the salesman took me for a ride in one. I also drove it several blocks. I claimed the Cadillac car as my own over and over again. I kept the mental picture of getting into the car, driving it, feeling the upholstery, etc. consistently for over 2 weeks. Last week I drove to your lectures in a Cadillac. My uncle in Inglewood passed away and left me his Cadillac and his entire estate. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. Whew. All right, y'all. I think that's going to do it for me. You know, cover some things. I don't even know what I'm going to call this one. I'm just going for it. You know, again, this is my study. This is my my little star system that I'm leaving for my peoples. But you know, I'm sharing it. If you could learn something that's good. And then today, he said he don't even know what this shit is called, but we about to try this one out. Guess I'll catch y'all on the next one.